Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It is 8:30 already. Oh my goodness. I don't know how that happened. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's see how many people we have on today. 7 people. Woohoo. So good morning. If you are at the weekly webinar.palmbeachschools.org page, you should see just above and below the little player, you're going to see where it says sign in. Please go ahead and do so for points. Also, if you are at the weekly webinar website, and I'm going to show you here, if you click on the YouTube link, it will take you to YouTube, which it always does on my other screen. So now I'm at YouTube. You can see I have my chat screen over here, and you're going to see picture in picture, which is just great. But I also have this settings gear, and the settings gear will allow me to make it 720, which will make it so that you can see everything clearly and be able to participate not only visually, but chatting. So hopefully that helps quite a bit. I'm going to move this back over here so that I can be a part of the chat. And we can close this page as well. Move that back over here as well. And we are going to get started for today. So again, here's that sign in. I know this seems like such a loud sign.
I like it.
It's colorful. Good morning. So this is, we're learning about Google Chrome add-ons. So my name is Melissa Matthews, and I'm here with
Gail Sigawakis. Morning. Happy Tuesday.
And we are going to teach you all about Chrome add-ons. So this is going to be great that I have Gail with us because I tend to share the same ones every single time. And Gail has a bunch of new ones that she's going to share, which is pretty cool. So we'll probably start with hers so that you hear some new ones, and whatever time's left over, I'll share my old ones. She's getting nervous. So you get to learn some new ones. So moving on. What in the world are add-ons to begin with? Add-ons are Google tools that are program specific that make multi-step functions into a few steps. So the more you use add-ons and Google Chrome extensions and things like that, the easier Google gets. And the more you begin to love it more and more and more. So I'm sorry, I'm reading. It says, welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. So don't do anything bad. That's what it says in my chat window. Squirrel. Okay, so moving on. So 1, where in the world do you get these add-ons that I speak of? So in the majority of all Google applications, if you look on the menu bar, there's an add-ons tab. So that will exist in Docs, in Sheets, in Slides. I know it's different in Forms. And what else am I missing?
I think it's Sheets, Forms, and Slides.
Sheets, Forms, and Slides. And then I'll show you in Forms where it's different. So this is where you would find it in most of the applications. And I'll show you later on where it is in Forms. So when you go to get add-ons, you are going to be taken to a special store, just special for that specific application. So this, what you're seeing now, is Google Slides. And I know that because they have the Slides toolbox and they have the icons by noun project and lucid chart. Sorry, I flipped a page and I don't know what this one is. But these are all Google Slides add-ons, and they do change every now and again. Adobe stock is also pretty cool. So if you've not played with the Adobe add-ons, you should definitely check that out as well. So that's where you find them, and you can always search for them. So anything that you're trying to accomplish, you can pretty much do in an add-on. So if you are doing all these steps to accomplish one thing, I would take 5 minutes and search the add-on store for whatever it is you're doing and see if there's a more simpler way to accomplish that task. Okay, moving on. So here's the information. Every Google applications offers different add-ons. So where you may see some of the same ones in each Google add-on store, the majority of them are going to be different. Each add-on enables you to accomplish tasks easier, just like I said. Multi-steps turn into minor steps. And most, if not all of them, are free, which is really, really great because as an educator, we get paid very little and we have even less to spend on our students and things. So this is good that they're all free. I always say it's the only store that you can go to where your spouse won't get mad at you for spending money. So here are some of our favorites. So we're going to skip out of here and I'm going to let, what's your name again? It is Tuesday morning. It's cold and my brain will not function yet. I'm sorry.
Have less than a week left in it.
Yay! Who's having a party? What school should we go to? Okay, so I'm going to move out of the way and let Gail take over.
All right, I'm going to do it. Okay.
Uh-huh.
You're going to have a bunch of new add-ons in your
That's okay.
Google now. Okay, so I'm going to share with you guys 2 new ones today, and it works within Google Docs. One where you can view some cool videos. Should I drag it over here? Drag this over?
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
One where you can view some videos within your doc without having to leave Google Docs to go over to YouTube. And then also one where you can take any of your pre-made tests that you've done in Google Docs and turn them into a form quickly and easily. And I know that's a big plus because transferring tests from docs into forms takes time. So I'll show you a quick way to do that today. All right, so we're going to go to the add-ons at the top of the docs like Melissa just showed you. And we're going to get add-ons. You can see all the ones she has already listed there.
Yes.
You've been playing.
I love add-ons.
The Easy Bib one is good too. I saw that in there.
There it is right there in the middle.
Okay, so yeah, you can see this is your nice free shop to go play around in. I was searching through it this morning too, looking for some other ones.
And just so you know, you can see table of contents is checked. Don't use it. If you go to view document outline, in the menu bar, it'll give you a table of contents, if you will, or an outline of your document all by itself. And you can actually see it on the side there. So don't worry about that.
Let's see. What do they name it? Do they name it differently? That's the question.
Putting her on the spot.
Try that again. Oh, you have it.
Doc to form.
You already had it there.
I hadn't. No, it says install.
Oh, okay. Let's install it.
I think you did something. Doc to form. Doc to what?
What did I do?
What was it called?
Yep, Doc to form.
Doc to form.
Yep.
Okay. Look at her taking over my computer.
Maybe it popped up ones that would be good to use.
Maybe.
Because I did not do anything.
Or, oh, you know what happened? If it's installed on your form on your side and you shared it with me, so it's suggesting for me to use it as well.
All right, so I just pulled up an old Telltale Heart test that I used a while ago, and we're going to go ahead and turn that into a form. So we're going to click the Create Form from Doc, and it's going to pop up this really nice user tool on the side. So now instead of having to go back and forth between the 2 different apps, Forms and Docs, it's just going to pop your your form right here. So we still have some options like you would have, and you can go tweak the form a little bit if you want to after you've input your questions. So you can either decide to collect the username if for sorting purposes when you're grading the test, you can ask specifically for them the students to put their name in, or a teacher if it's going to go out to multiple classes. And then you have your question choices. So we'll just put a question here. You still have text, so that would be short response, paragraph, multiple choice. So you can see I have some multiple choice here. So let's practice that real quick. So I'm just going to copy the question, put it in there, and we're going to change this to multiple choice. So now it lets us take our multiple choices and put them in here. One thing you have to pay attention to is it does say to separate with semicolons. So let's go ahead and do that. When I saw this one, I was super excited because it makes those all those tests and quizzes that you've created. Less work.
You really did it.
What?
You really did the semicolon. There you
go. Okay. All right. And then let's add another question. You saw the multiple choice, so I'll go down and add in, let's do a short response. We'll just copy that, put that in here. Let's make it a paragraph because we want them to write a little bit longer. Write a little bit more, provide some text evidence in there. And
I really thought it was going to take all your questions from your doc and do it for you.
It doesn't. I haven't found that magic yet,
Oh,
but it still makes it less
easy.
having to pop back and forth between windows. So I'm sorry, you were so excited.
I was, but this is still very cool because you're right. It does, you know, you don't have to go from one page to one other tab to another tab and back and forth.
And then we'll go into and we'll create the form and then we'll see what it looks like.
Oh,
that's okay. That's okay. We'll take. Oh, okay. Let's not use that one. Okay.
We're not going to do that question.
If your multiple choice look like this, then it works nicely.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll take it from there. But I hear a lot of people ask that question. So I've made all my forms. I made everything in Google Docs. Now, how do I have to transfer everything over? So it does make it a little less.
This is a lot easier.
A little less clicky. And you have like check boxes if you want to do that.
If you have multiple screens, it's not so horrible.
But if you're working on one screen, yeah. And we're going to see what this looks like if we leave the A and B in there.
Oh, okay.
Does it come up or? But I think what I'm predicting is we'll go into the form and then you would do a little tweaking, make it nicer, change your colors or whatever you wanted to do.
I have to do one thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Just to see if it works.
Is it bothering you?
No. Here, before we forget, I'm going to add your semicolon there. I think we got them all there. Now, I want to see, just because I'm OCD like that, if we just highlight the question and drag and drop, it doesn't work. Sometimes you're able to drag and drop as opposed to copying and pasting, and it didn't work. So I was just curious because I had to, and I didn't know how to verbalize
I get it.
that.
No, that's okay.
So I just stole the mouse from her.
Let's see what that looks like. So we're going to create the form, and we're going to view the form.
What's your name?
Name, and then so I must have missed a semicolon or a period there, but you can just go in and go delete. And then we've got our nice multiple choice questions, and it did leave the A, B, and C there. Here's your short response, or you can move it to a checkbox. And if there's the extras, we can just delete those that might have popped up. All right, so that's one quick add-on you can try out if you want to. Share with friends if you find that it's good and useful for you. So I'm going to exit out of that. We're going to look at one more, and then I'll let you, and you can jump in and share anything else. Okay, so another one I just discovered is the DockTube.
Ooh.
So instead of having it take you out of the doc that you're working in, if you have links to YouTube videos, it will pop it up on a sidebar.
So we're going to up there. So wait here. Control Z before you mess up. There you go. I'm messing up her test.
So because I think you're right, because I put it on mine and then shared the document with you, it's popping up here. So you can see it's DockTube.
Yep.
And we'll install that. And I went ahead just for the purpose of playing with this and already put in some links to videos. So I'll scroll down to those.
There we go.
I put a YouTube video to put a video, and then I put an audio version of Telltale Heart in there. So if the kids, like if they wanted to listen to the audio version, or if you're working in the class and you want to pull up an audio version without leaving your doc, this will do that for you. So what we're going to do is go turn on the tube, and we're going to say you have an option to show in the sidebar. That's what we're going to use, because then you don't have to leave your doc. And we're going to pull right from the document.
Now, here's the question that I don't know if either of us know the answer. If these videos are blocked because we added them in and shared them with a kid, is the kid going to be able to get it?
If it's blocked, no. Yeah. But that's why I'm a big fan of Tester. So like I have the kids, before I put that in there, I always have a kid log in and then check it for me before I send anything to kids.
For sure.
So like I know I used these with them last year, so I know that these two would open up on their screen as long as they're signed into YouTube. So then it lets them.
Now, does it remove all the ads?
That's a good question.
So I know that if you embed a YouTube in a Google slide, all the ads are gone.
Well, and I'll tell you this, that when I press play in YouTube on here, there's an ad that pops up, and an ad did not pop up. Or you know how they give you that
5-second ad before they even play, and it's not. So that's good.
So that means you don't have to wait through the first 5 seconds. You can just play your video.
Yay!
Yeah. So if for this purpose, I would be able to play the audio easily and quickly here without having to go back and forth between YouTube and mess with the logging in and all that stuff.
And just for morning giggles, does that man in the bottom YouTube look a little like Jack Black?
It does. It does, yes.
Okay.
All right. Brenda asks, can you add point value and then create the form, or is that done in editing process when forms is open? So my thought is that, well, I closed out the form, but my thought is you're still going to have to go click the link to turn it into a quiz. Yeah. So it's a form. So all you would have to do is when you're in forms is go into the settings and switch it over to a quiz, and then you could add the point values to it. Yes. That's what would have to happen. Yep. Yeah. So there is a couple extra steps, but for copying, pasting out of a doc into a form, I think it was pretty easy to use.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
ready?
those are my 2 new ones.
Wait, you can keep going.
Oh, okay.
So this one you have to check out.
Okay.
So go to add-ons, go to get add-on, and I know it's already there, but that's okay. And go to RikeYou, W-R-I-Q. Okay, so RikeYou will grade your expositories and narratives
Yeah,
for
I've not
you.
seen this one yet.
So click on that for us. Let's check out the pictures because I don't have a good example. Unless you have a story. Do you have a story that you can?
I can pull something up. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to incognito and open up something? Or what's the best thing to pull up?
Where's your laptop?
Right there.
Is it easier to just share it real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. So while she does that, I'm going to share all these awesome things with you. So I'll talk you through the video because there's no audio. So text help. So basically you grab a document that your students have written. And text help made this awesome thing called RikeYou. So they're telling you how to add the free add-on in first, then go to add-ons and open it up. So you're going to go to RikeYou and you're going to show RikeYou. Then you're going to give it the grade level for the student. So it'll automatically pull that kid's name based off of the Google Doc, creator. So the main writer will automatically be there. Then you choose the grade level for the first time. Once you do it the first time, it pretty much knows, and you click score the document. So now look, technology was spelt wrong. So it says, this is what they think is wrong, but it could maybe be the 2 words next to it or the grammar. So get used to. I'm not sure. They don't like that. So you could also say, nope, R is wrong. And like they did, they clicked on it and they said, nope, that it was grammatically incorrect or punctuation or something else. And you can also fix it if they mark something wrong that is correct. Then it gives you the word count, the sentence count, the grade level of what the document, what vocabulary the student should be I can't even talk. So basically, Gail wrote a paper. She's in 5th grade, but she's writing with her grammar and her verbiage as if she's a 7th grader. So it will tell you that. It will also map it all out, kind of like running reading records, but it will do it digitally for you, graphically for you. So you will have, where is it? These awesome charts of when, back in April, when we graded an assignment, you got an 80, but then in May, when you graded an assignment, it was all the way up to 93. So we can go through and we can see based on, I assume, purple's expository and orange's narrative or vice versa. But it will basically track your progress for you, which is pretty important and valuable. It will not do content.
I sent it to you.
So just so you're aware of that, it will not do the content.
Oops. Yep, it's there.
And Hangouts,
Send
right?
it to the old Hangout that we created last week.
Oops. So Betty and Julie are going to be like,
got one.
what's going on? Okay.
Let's hope it lets you open it. Okay.
Okay, so it opened on my other
On the
screen.
bottom.
Oop.
If you want to look at that.
So here you go. So there's an essay down here at the bottom, and I'm going to go add-ons. It's taking a second.
I had a feeling this was going to happen.
We'll reload.
The internet on this is very slow today, so I can't do it quickly for you. I'm sorry.
No, but people are writing on it. Let's see.
Yeah, that's
Pumpkin
that's
and
my daughter.
Oh.
I don't know how that happened.
Okay.
That's what you can. Sorry, we try to give you a sample quickly. That's
okay, so you know what I can do is I can just copy this. And I can
keeps
go.
stealing my Chromebook. And then I log in and she's logged in as me.
All
or I'm logged in as
daughters.
her. Yes, daughters.
They want to be like their mama. So, okay, I just made a new one. Now I can go to RikeYou and I can show RikeYou. And let's see, what grade is this for, do you think?
This was like 7th, 8th.
7th? Okay, let's stick with 7th. So, oh,
Yep.
It even said 7th.
Yeah.
The main writer is going to be not important, apparently. Here we go. And it is a informative. And I'm going to score the document.
This should be interesting.
And let's see how I did. See if I'm a decent writer or not. Okay. Each class had its own perks. I'm not sure why that's yellow. Spelling.
Mm-hmm.
Spelling's right.
Well, I'm sure with any kind of, you just kind of peruse the errors.
A pate and desserts, such as pudding, fruit, ice cream, etc. So, clear error. So, obviously, that wasn't wrong. The equivalent of 1,800 today to be on this ship. Wait, they paid 13 to 79 pounds, which should be the equivalent of to be. So, what do they suggest? So, it's not a suggestion. It's more of a pointed out kind of thing.
And for you to kind of preview.
Okay. So there you go. So it says you got a 97 on it. Not bad.
Pretty nice.
Time spent writing was all of 2 seconds probably because I went copy paste.
That's true.
Words per sentence was about 15. Maturity level was a 10.78. So that would be, I assume, a 10th grader, not a 10-year-old. I'm hoping.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah. Incorrect
word sentences were 20. But there were 764 correct ones. So, sequences, sorry. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty good. So, okay. So next,
we can give them different grades.
We can give them rubrics. Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay, so we're going to.
I wonder if we can change the categories.
Response thesis.
That's nice.
Okay. It even gives you exactly like what you're looking for. So I assume after you do this 1 or 2 times. So let's just say that everything is above average because, we did it. Duh. And we're going to save and we're going to move on. So we were exemplary. Write a little bit of feedback. And then it says time spent was 2 minutes. Text maturity was 10.78 years. Okay. And then we confirm and it goes on to your chart, I assume. Cool. So that's RikeYou in a nutshell. The number, and it puts it in there for the student too. So that way the student can see what it was that they got on the document and why. So that's really great feedback for each student.
There's some really good suggestions coming in the comment bar that everyone's adding in there. So like
Siobhan, is
Yeah.
there a cost to this one? I don't believe so. So Siobhan, if you go to the Trailblazer website, and I'll put the link in there. We're just having our own little conversation over here.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I forgot there was a chat bar, Siobhan.
But I like you guys, if you share yours in the comments, that's nice too, because then there's obviously ones we haven't seen or used. So if you're using something out there.
So if you actually RikeYou is free. This is Read and Write and FY19, which Siobhan, you should know about Read and Write. That's basically the what's it called?
Yeah, I have that on mine where they can speech to type. It can read it to them.
Siobhan teaches it or works in the ESC department. They used to have to pay something like $300 to $400 for the program, and now it's free. So if you fill out this form, paste. Ooh. Hold on, let me get the link too for you. Copy link address. You can get it for free. So there you go. Oh, it has too many. So hold on. Let's get rid of that. And I'll send that. And then I'll paste it again. And hope, oh, it's still too long. I need to make it a short URL. Oh, no. Okay. Good. There you go. I love Grammarly. No worries. I love their products, especially Read and Write text to speech. Yes. Good. It was very expensive. Now free to teachers. Students get it free for 30 days, and then they get text-to-speech features. Okay. I was wondering how that works, Siobhan. Thank you for sharing. Okay. So if we're back over here, how much time? Oh, we have 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to close this down. I guess that's all of our add-ons for today. There'll probably be different ones in the afternoon if you want to join us then. So let me go through the rest of this real quick. Form values, if you're always using the same answers in Google Forms, you definitely want form values. It allows you to put them in with a click of a button instead of typing them every time. It works great for those of us at the district office where we have to list every school. It's a click of a button. Lucid Charts is also awesome. It's available in docs and sheets, and I think it's available in slides as well. And it lets you make flow charts, Venn diagrams, organizational charts, all sorts of things. So those two are great. We went live already. Here's your homework. Everything is due on Friday for the whole semester. So if you need points, it must be turned in by Friday, or I will not be able to give you points. I can't do it later. We have people that are retiring that have to have points before the end of December. And obviously the 21st is it. So please, oh, please make sure you turn those points in before you leave for break. So you need to be in attendance. You need to watch the entire YouTube. And the implementation, basically take a picture of the fact that you have add-ons or that you're using add-ons. Any way you want to do it, I'll accept it. I'm not that picky. I just want to know that you're using the skills that we gave you. Please take a survey. So there's one survey for the entire semester. It's in ELM that you need to take. And we forgot about the Google educational one, our team one. I have to find that one. Yeah. So couple cool things happening. There's a Discovery Education Engagement Challenge. So this one, this time is on Studio. So if you missed the weekly webinar on Studio, feel free to go back and watch that. Studio is basically Board Builder, but so much better. So feel free to watch that and check that out. That's starting soon. It's going to go, I think, to Valentine's Day, if I recall correctly. And it's a really cool thing for you to have your students do. So check that out. I clicked the link. I didn't mean to click the link. I meant to do this. So if you've not already joined our SDPBC Google Educator group, I encourage you to do so. I'm going to copy that link for you. I'm not sure that link worked. Let's see if it worked before I copy it for you. Oh, it did. Okay, good. So basically, it's a great way to ask any questions about Google. So you're trying to make a slide presentation and you can't get everything aligned the way you want and you need help. You can post it up that. What's great about this Google group is that you have a lot of people responding to you immediately as opposed to just one in an email. So hopefully that will help you get some answers. Next, Literacy Fest. It is going to be Saturday, February 23rd this year. It is awesome. If you've not attended Literacy Fest yet, you probably want to. But right now, they are actually asking for presenters. So if you would like to be a presenter on Literacy Fest, here is the link that I'm pasting in the chat window right now. The link that I just pasted is the application to apply to present. So feel free to go ahead and apply if you'd like. Again, it's February 23rd and it's phenomenal. It's really a great, great way to get out there, present in front of your peers and learn about literacy. Next. And thank you for being here. So we actually have, if you go to our weekly webinar website, we just made, Gail and I, a whole bunch of new topics. So if you go to our schedule, you will see it's all full of all the dates and all the different things that we're going to have. Also, if you have not added our weekly webinar calendar to your calendar, if you click this little button here, just like you have layers on your calendar, you can add this calendar layer onto your Google Calendar and be able to see when these webinars are coming up and what we're going to be teaching. So hopefully that's helpful to you. And again, all homework is due the 21st, so please make sure you get that done. If you have any questions, feel free to email us. And sorry, we're just a little bit over, but pretty close.
Yeah.
9:01. Have a wonderful Tuesday.
Bye, thank you.
We'll see you soon.